Hello, I'm Anna Delman, and it's another day of encouragement, and today is number 45. And my note for today is root it out. Now, when I use that expression, root it out, I'd like you to think of a hog, a warthog, a pig, anything that you are familiar with and know their feeding habits. They are relentless in digging out the morsel they want. They will go after it and actually destroy everything in their midst to be able to get that tidbit that they want. So I'd like you, with that same vigor in your own life, dig up and toss out negative thoughts. And then focus on sound wisdom and apply it to your day. Don't just dig up stuff and not have a strategy of what you're going to replace that with. Feed yourself with the goodness and the wisdom that you need to overcome whatever that tidbit was that you had to get out. Read words of encouragement, books of encouragement. Find a good source of sharing gracious words with you. And then share the encouragement you've received. When you share, you're entrenching that hope in your own heart and your own psyche to be able to affirm what you have learned and what you are working on to overcome. Just as you out and about and you struggling through difficulties in your day, other people are too, and you don't know when that kind word of encouragement, that bit of grace you're extending if somebody doesn't do something exactly right, the checkout clerk does something wrong at the grocery store, and your grace in that moment could be a salve in their day, something to comfort them, they can then have hope. Those little things in life are so essentially important. Once you're doing that and practicing that in your life, smile at life. Be joyous, be kind, be generous, be patient, be gracious. Live your life with the changes you are making to the fullest. And then to get onto Proverbs chapter 2 and our digging into it, I'd like to read from verse 9. You will understand righteousness and justice and equity. Every good path for wisdom will come into your heart, and knowledge will be pleasant to your soul. Discretion will watch over you. Understanding will guard you. Now that is what we've been talking about, and I did stress to you, if you're practicing all these things, it doesn't mean life is going to be perfect. There are nasty people in the world, we all know that, and as much as we can apply those strategies to our life to be gracious, to be discreet, to have discretion, it could be met with contempt, nastiness, and that's just the reality. Now, in reading what I've just shared with you, without the former verses starting at verse 1 as your foundation, it doesn't mean that you can't apply the principles needed. It would be better and give you a deeper foundation if those verses 1 through 9 were your foundation and your operating value in life. If not, though, the following can still be applied to you. There is still wisdom in it, sages of old, as I've shared with you before, for all of life, for general living. So discretion, what is it? It is discernment. We need to be discerning in our application of the information we are gathering to grow our foundation of wisdom. Discretion will watch over you, understanding will guard you. For that to be effective in your life, humility is needed in gathering information. Look beyond yourself for wisdom. It doesn't mean your platform, whatever that may be, has all the answers. If you don't understand the full depth of the platform you claim as yours, be open to hearing what other people say. You can't form an opinion if you don't have that information. I have shared with you previously that when people do that, Proverbs has an explanation for who and what they are, and if people took the time to delve into what the Word of God is saying about their characters, when they make decisions about circumstances and they haven't gathered the facts, what does it say about them? They would be humiliated if they understand it. That's why I love the Word of God, because I don't need other people to tell me what the reality is. I can go there and understand what He is saying about circumstances. It is such a freedom in that. My goodness, accuses you or excuses you. And when it can excuse you, wow, what a blessing. So look beyond yourself for wisdom. True wisdom is humble. What is discretion? Discretion means judge critically, evaluate, judge it critically, but be cautious. Separate the facts from what you believe could be a fact but is not. Evaluate continually. And then, with that same humility, being humble means that you are continually examining your own weaknesses. And that goes back to rooting out those things that are not strong in you. Dig it up, toss it out, root out your weaknesses. And if in doubt about a situation that you need to commit to, don't. Never commit to something that you haven't established. Now, you can get neurotic and be evaluating up and down all the time, but if there are red flags, find stronger counsel. Find more greater wisdom. Go to your mentors. Go to your parent figures, your parent, the mother and father examples in your life to talk through it so that you can be strengthened and you can continue to grow. Again, my encouragement for you today, find one person to encourage along the way, no matter where you are, what your day is. If it could be somebody at work, a greeting, a smile, a helping hand. It doesn't mean if you're at the checkout counter that somebody's being paid to do a job and load up your groceries or scan your groceries that you don't have to be gracious to them. You do. It costs you nothing. So until tomorrow, day number 46, take care and God bless, and we'll talk again then. Bye-bye.